Hi kids, it is so great to see you today. Thank you for joining me for Miss Joy and Friends. I'm Miss Joy. Miss Joy and friends are here today. Miss Joy and friends are ready to play. Are you? Miss Joy and friends will read and sing and stay with you until the little bell rings. And I have my little bell with me today. When you hear the little bell later, it will be time to go. Well, I am super excited today because my good friend Heather is here, and she is really my good friend. We've known each other for so long, and I'm so happy to invite her over. Come on over, Heather.
Thank you for having me, Joy.
Hi. Oh, it's so great to see you, friend.
Likewise.
Well, I know a lot about Heather because she's been my friend for a long time, but you might not know about Heather. Heather, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, Joy, as you know, I am a nurse. I work with people over the age of 65, and I also like to sing and dance.
Oh, so fun. And Heather has kids. Did you know that? She's got 2 little girls at home who they also love to sing and dance and play, and they're so silly, and I love being their friend. And speaking of friends, today we're going to read stories about friends. I'm so excited about that. So, I have a book that I got at the public library. Do you go to the library sometimes, children? Do you go to the library sometimes, Heather?
Definitely.
And so do I. Love the library. I love going for story time. Maybe you've been to the library for story time with your mommy or your daddy, or maybe even your nanny, or maybe your auntie or your uncle or your grandma or your grandpa, or maybe you've gone there with your preschool. It's so fun to go to the library. And for some reason you haven't been to the library, I hope that you get the chance to go soon because you get to get books from the library. So we're talking about friends today, and this book is called My Cousin Momo. And did you know that you can be friends with your friends at school or anyone that you meet that you really like, but you can also be friends with people in your family?
No way.
Yes, and so this book is about cousins that are friends, and I'd love to read it to you right now. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you ready? Okay, here we go. My Cousin Momo by Zachariah O'Hara. This is my cousin Momo. He's a flying squirrel.
He's the hippest flying squirrel
That's pretty
ever.
cool. I love this guy. We'd been counting down the days until his arrival. Welcome, Momo, says the sign. They're excited to see him. We might have told a friend or two about Momo's special ability. Fly, Momo, fly! But Momo seemed kind of shy. Are you shy sometimes?
I am.
Are you? Yeah, sometimes I'm shy too. Give him some time, said Dad. Just make him feel welcome,
Good idea.
said Mom. Yeah. So we decided we should play superheroes, but Momo's idea of a superhero was a little strange. Muffin Man! He's a muffin? That's so silly. But they're Batman and Robin, so they have a different idea about that. We started a game of acorn pong instead. Every squirrel, flying or not, knows how to play acorn pong. Every squirrel except Momo. Look, he ate the acorns. That is so silly. That's not the idea that they had, though. That was Momo's idea. He even messed up hide and seek. Hey guys, look what I found. He found a mushroom. He took a picture of the mushroom. That's what he thinks about hide and seek, but that's not what they think. Momo is no fun. We should have invited Stinky George instead. Stinky George. Look, she even kicked down the mushroom.
Oh.
Humph. I think that maybe Momo feels sad. His feelings were hurt. He's packing his bags. maybe we'd gone too far. Don't go, Momo. We didn't mean that thing about Stinky George. They feel a little sad that they hurt his feelings. So we tried things Momo's way. Who knew that a muffin band could be a real superhero? Pastry power! That is so funny. They're dressed up like donuts. I love it. Or that acorn pong was actually quite tasty. We even played hide and seek Momo style. Look at that.
Good for them.
Ew! Look, they found a bug.
He's yawning.
I love bugs. Look at, he's just hanging out with the mushrooms. I love it. Momo style. But we all agreed it was more fun our way. It turned out to be pretty fun having Momo around. We didn't want him to go, but then it was time. Momo did it in his own way.
He's flying.
Blast off! Bye, Momo! Oh, this is such a nice book. I hope you enjoyed this book about Momo
I loved it.
and his cousins, and they're such good friends. What did you think about the book, Heather?
Well, the part about this book that I liked the most was that they really tried his way, because everybody has their own ideas and the way they perceive things in life. And he was obviously very interesting. And when they changed their mind about it, they had a great time.
I know, you don't have to do things the way that everybody else does things. You can do things in your own way, or you can try someone else's way. And then you can take turns, and they took turns. They played hide and seek a couple of different ways, and they all ended up having a great time. And sometimes we can accidentally hurt our friends' feelings, and that happened in this story. But then they all made up, and they tried really hard to make Momo feel like he was their good friend. I love this story. And you can go get this at the library if you want. Well, the cool thing about today, boys and girls, is that Heather's also going to read us a story about friends. Heather, what book do you have today?
Well, Joy, I have a book called My Friends by Taro Gomi. And this book is special because she's friends with not only people, but animals. And she learns things from them by watching and observing and listening. Let's see how it goes.
Oh, I can't wait.
My Friends. My Friends by Taro Gomi. I learned to walk from my friend the cat. Do you know how to walk like a cat? I learned to jump from my friend the dog. I learned to climb from my friend the monkey. Ooh, I learned to run from my friend the horse. I love the drawings. I learned to march from my friend the rooster.
You can make these noises at home too if you want.
I learned to nap from my friend the crocodile. I learned to smell the flowers from my friend the butterfly. Isn't that sweet? I learned to hide from my friend the rabbit. They're very good at hiding. I learned to explore the earth from my friend the ant. I learned to kick from my friend the gorilla.
That's a really big kick.
Ooh. I learned to watch the night sky from my friend the owl. Ooh, so peaceful. I learned to sing from my friend the birds. I learned to read from my friends the books. I learned to study from my friends the teachers. I learned to play from my friends at school. And I learned to love from friends like you.
Oh, I love
Yay.
that
The
story.
end.
What did you love about that story, Heather?
Well, as I mentioned earlier, I love the fact that you can be friends with all kinds of beings, not just people, and even plants for that matter. And you can observe them, you can listen to them, you can watch them, you can try to be like them, and yeah, that's what I like.
I know. I just love that she was friends with so many critters.
Mm-hmm.
Some of my favorite. I wonder what it'd be like to be friends with a crocodile.
That was a little scary.
That would be a little scary. But I love kitty cats, and I love doggies, and I love rabbits and butterflies, and even ants when they're outside, not inside. That's my favorite. Well, the cool thing is about friends is they like to do lots of things together, and Heather and I like to sing together. We're going to
Yes,
sing
we
you a little
do.
song. You got to have friends. The feeling's oh so strong. You got to have friends to make that day last long. Well, boys and girls, we've come to the end of Miss Joy and Friends, and it was so nice to have Heather here with us today. And I'm so glad to have you here. And we hope that we see you next time. It's time for the little bell. Goodbye.
Bye.